What is up, family? Guys, we're back. Welcome to Deeper Things. Guys, today we're going to hop into belief. But before we hop into belief, guys, if you haven't watched the previous video that I put out before for the Trinity of Discipleship, guys, go back and watch that. And also go back and watch knowledge. Why? Because knowledge must come first. Because if you don't have knowledge, what are you believing in? And if you don't have knowledge, what are you living out? Belief is a very beautiful thing. Um, some people negate belief as in thinking it's some fairy tale bull crap. Guys, no, belief is the fuel that drives you to your action. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit biblical with you guys. All right, and I'm going to give you two stories. All right, and so there's this old ancient story in the Bible about a woman who had a disease for I think about 12 years. She just kept on bleeding and bleeding all over her body. She went to all sorts of doctors, spent all her money, guys, just drained her bank account. She's just tried everything she possibly could, guys. She tried everything. Just nothing worked. Nothing worked. And she heard about Jesus. And she saw Jesus literally down the road. And she heard all these accounts of Jesus healing people and everything. And so she believed in her mind. She said, if I touch his garments, I will be made whole. I will be healed. And so as Jesus is getting closer and closer to her, what does she do? She pushes people in and out of her way from the crowd, and she touches Jesus's clothes. And at that time, Jesus felt a power go from away from him. He felt the power go away from him. And that very power, in that instance, she was healed. During that time, a king, a ruler, I would say, during that time, a ruler of a synagogue came out and he was crying to Jesus right after this lady got healed. Hey, my daughter is dying. Jesus, come save her. And after she got healed, and the guy at the synagogue said, hey, my daughter's dying. And Jesus said, oh, who touched me? And it was a lady that got healed. And she said, oh, I touched you. I've been sick for so long. I've spent so much money trying to get this disease to go away from me. And I'm finally healed. Thank you, Jesus. And he said, no, by your faith, you've been healed. By your faith, you've been healed. And as Jesus said, go on your way, he's walking up to the synagogue and about to go meet this guy's daughter. Also needs healing as well. And so he gets there, right? And as Jesus is approaching the synagogue, there is this man that comes out here and he says, why are you even bothering Jesus? Your daughter's dead. That's what he said. Why are you even coming this way, Jesus? Your daughter's dead. And so Jesus walks in there, guys. There's people that are crying and weeping, and Jesus said, why are you guys crying? This child is not dead. She's merely asleep. She's only sleeping. They started laughing at Jesus. Right? And then as they're laughing at Jesus, Jesus kicked everybody out of the room. And he only kept 3 disciples with him. And during that time, Jesus told this girl, arise. And she arose. Yes, she was dead. Or was she asleep? Whatever which one she was, it doesn't matter. Why? Because she came from that. She was dead. But Jesus said, no, she is asleep. I'll wake her up. And she woke up. Now, those two very stories go into what we have to talk about belief, guys, because belief is one of the most important things. And the reason why it's very important, and I'm going to give you a quote by Kane Ruiz: belief is the spiritual visualization of what will be manifesting in the 3D plane. And so, taking that quote that I just said, guys, pen and pad, make sure you're writing it down. Taking that quote that I was just saying, let's go apply it to the lady that got healed first, right? She tried everything. She tried all the doctors. She spent all her money trying to get herself healthy. Nothing worked. And matter of fact, she got worse, right? And during all this time, wasting this time, thinking that she's going to get better, and she hasn't. And in fact, she got worse. She was filled with hope. She was filled by hope with the recollection of what Jesus did for others. As she seen Jesus in the 3D plane, physically walking down, she went into her inner self and visualized that if she touched Jesus's clothes, that she will be healed. She visualized that. So in her spirit, she visualized it. And she said, I will be made clean. And then she did it. And so it was. And even Jesus said, no, by your faith, you have been healed. Did Jesus heal her? Of course. Why? Because Jesus is a healer. But if she did not have the faith, if she did not have the visualization of her getting healed by Jesus, you think she would be healed by Jesus? Probably not. Probably not. But guys, when it comes to belief, I want you guys, because we're going to hop into the next story. Because the next story also, it does play into the same story in a way of somebody getting healed. There was precautions that Jesus took and things that Jesus did. And we're going to go over them precautions because, guys, nothing is new under the sun. What happened during these times will happen during your times. It will happen during 2,000 years later from where we're at now, no matter what. Even if we're all dead or still here, things do not change. History repeats, or it either rhymes. I want you guys to go back and say, I want you guys to think back to that second story, right? Jesus just got done healing the girl of the first story. Ruler of the synagogue came out. My daughter is dying. Jesus comforted the person that he just healed. He's on his way to what? Go heal the daughter, right? And so as he's walking up the synagogue, somebody shouted out, why are you even bothering Jesus? The girl's dead. Jesus is like, what are you talking about? The girl is merely asleep. He gets in there. When Jesus said that, they all start laughing at him, right? Remember this? And as they're laughing, Jesus kicked everybody out besides three of the disciples that he picked, Peter and the son of Zebedee, James and John, right? Why did he do that? Guys, sometimes your beliefs to others will seem like delusions. And because they put their own limiting beliefs on you, when you come out here and you say something that might seem impossible because of the limiting beliefs that they put on themselves, they'll laugh at you. So it's best to keep your beliefs to yourself as in what you want to do and what you will become. It's best not to tell those type of people or tell anybody at all. Why? Because we all have limiting beliefs. And the reason why I'm telling you guys to be very quiet about your beliefs is because if you start telling people that have limiting belief systems that are established in their life and they start laughing at you, then you get hit with their limiting beliefs and you start doubting yourself. And when you start doubting yourself, you're sowing a seed of uncertainty into your life. And when you sow that seed of uncertainty into your life, that's the state you will actually be in. Imagine that lady saying, Jesus will heal me. And she told everybody, if I just touch his garments, he'll heal me. Right? Imagine if she said that. And people started laughing at her like people started laughing at Jesus when he said that this girl is merely asleep. And imagine that first person that got healed, that lady, instead of having the faith that she will be healed, she got sowed the seed of uncertainty. And because she was uncertain and she touched the hem of Jesus's garment, she don't know if she'll get healed or not. So because she's in a state of uncertainty, what will be is what will be. And so she will remain uncertain. So be very careful, guys. Be very careful of who you tell your beliefs to. So, number one, when it comes to belief, do not tell anybody your beliefs. And if you told people your beliefs and they're hating on you guys, cut out the naysayers. Do not give them access to your belief system. Do not give them access to your belief system. When I'm saying belief system, guys, I'm not talking about believing in God. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you visualize yourself becoming. That's what I'm talking about. Because people can sit here and laugh at me when I talk about Jesus and bring up the Bible and this and that. And they can say, Cain, you're a sinner. I know I am. I claim that I'm not perfect, brother. I'm sometimes I question if I am even saved. Let's be honest. But going back to it, I have an unwavering amount of faith that you can laugh at me, whatever. I don't care. I will always believe in Jesus. I will always believe that Jesus Christ is Lord. I always will believe that the Bible is true. And I will always believe that Jesus is who he says he is and that he did what he said he will do. Right? But I'm talking about the belief system, guys, that is being set up of what you think you will become and what your heart desires for you. So, don't tell anybody your beliefs of what you will be. If you do not give them access back to that very thing you gave them access to. And the reason why is, guys, because belief is fuel to the action. When you visualize it and you see it, and it will be, once you put that to action, it will be. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this, I just want to let you guys know, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because you give them access to your belief system to somebody else, and they put that limiting belief system onto you, and you prove them wrong, and you actually did what you said you were going to do, and you did it because you know and believed in your heart that it will be, and so it was, like that lady that got healed. It puts the mirror back on them. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I want you guys to be very careful, guys, because when you get into the beliefs, you're getting into spiritual warfare. And so when that happens, you'll either have two types of people. You'll have one of myself is, okay, how did you learn how to do that? Right? And these people might be from the get-go. They might not laugh at you. They might believe what you're saying, but they'll be like, how can you do that? I'm one of those people. Hey, how'd you do that? Because I believe anything you can get, I can get. You just gotta show me. Just gotta teach me. Then there's those people that mock you, but when that happens, they're like, oh wow, you actually surprised us. We didn't think you could do it. Sorry for hating, but hey man, can you teach me? Still a great quality to have, to be coachable, but why hate? You know what I'm saying? But then there's the people that turn envious. And because you did something that they deemed impossible. And so when I said that mirror gets reverted back onto them, that mirror of like, oh, the lie's exposed. I'm the liar. My belief system's the liar because they did something that I deemed was impossible. And that's when they turn envious, right? And that's when a person turns envious. That's probably one of the most dangerous people in the world. An ambitious, envious person that's lazy will be your worst enemy. And the reason why I'm saying that, guys, because their ambition and everything that they want to do to bring you down, to raise their belief system right back up, they'll do whatever it takes. And so what I'm saying, guys, is let's say you did a 4-minute mile and it was deemed impossible. The closest anybody ever got was 5 minutes. And somebody put that limiting belief that no, you can do a 4-minute mile, but you did do it. And they're what? Envious? They're ambitious, envious, what? Lazy people. What they'll do is, let's say you only hit that 4-minute mile, right? And you never did it again. They will sit here and laugh at you and bring you down, because why? Because it backs up their what? Belief system that is still impossible, that you just did it one time. Or they might turn violent. They might attack you guys. They might do crazy stuff, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Be aware. Be aware. When you get into the spiritual things, guys, everything first takes place spiritually first, then it affects the 3D plane. Everything happens in the spiritual realm first, then it takes effects in the 3D plane, right? We're not coming out here and analyzing people's belief systems and trying to do what they seemed as impossible. Guys, we're not trying to come out here and analyze other people's belief systems and do what they think's impossible to piss them off. That's not what we do. And you shouldn't even be focused on anybody else's belief system of what they will be and what they'll become. Why? Because that's not your life. You must be focused on what you will become. Guys, I had a student come over here, guys, that I mentor and stuff, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to be president of the United States one day." Did I laugh at him? No. I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Do you believe you'll be president of the United States one day?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, I believe you." Right? Because I'm not one of them haters. If you believe you can, I believe you can too. Because that's who I am. I'm genuine. I'm one of the most genuine guys you will ever meet. The reason why is because I have nothing but love for every single one of you guys. And I want you to hit your dreams and your goals and desires of whatever it will be. I know it will be. And hopefully, as you guys keep on growing, maybe you guys can come out here and teach me something. I'd be delighted. As iron sharpens iron, one man will sharpen another. Guys, that will be a beautiful thing. But be very careful of belief, of who you tell it. Make sure you follow the rules. Don't be coming out here telling everybody beliefs. If you do, and they start hating, do not give them access to that belief anymore. Sometimes you need to clear the room. Sometimes you're going to have to cut people off. Guys, that's just what it is. Why? Because Jesus come out here and said, I can't have this negative energy around me when I'm trying to elevate myself. Guys, and there comes a time you're just going to have to come off. Hey, no hard feelings. I got nothing but love for you. But you can't come eat at this table if you're not going to come out here and contribute. If you're not going to lift me up. We lift each other up in love. If you're not going to lift me up in love and you're just going to clown me and hate on me, brother, then get from around here. Because when I get my bag and me and my people start eating, we're going to eat for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I'm gonna leave you with this quote. Remember pen and pad, guys. If you ain't got a pen and pad, what are you doing? It comes from Henry Ford, guys, very famous quote. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're correct. You're correct. Guys, remember what I said earlier. Belief is a spiritual visualization of what will be manifesting in the 3D plane. And so as you guys go on and you think of these quotes that I just dropped on you, you think of the Bible stories that I dropped on you and stuff, look at your own life. Because more than likely you have belief systems that you set up for yourself that are not working for you, that are actually working against you. You need to rewire them belief systems. Instead of thinking about everything is crap, everything sucks, everything's this and everything's that, elevate your belief system. And the reason why everything's crap and everything's this and that is because you believe it. Life sucks. Probably because you suck. Change the way you believe about yourself and change your belief system. And you're like, I'm great. I'm sure you'll be great then. Guys, with that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Guys, what's some limiting beliefs that you have? Be open. Share it down in the comment section. What's some limiting beliefs that you have? When you analyze and identify them limiting beliefs, guys, break them. Peace and love.